EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 13-yard line.
Play action now. Levis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
So he probably had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Levis. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
A second down throw from Levis. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they got in zone coverage, they were man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And here's Levis now on 3rd and long. He'll complete this one. Okonkwo. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over.
Their own 20-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Achane to start the drive. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Devon Achane, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. And a short pickup to about the 25. You look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. On first and 10, it's Spears. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A give, running right, Achane. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On third down, Achane. Oh, he's got, there he goes, right side. Now look out. He's to the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Devon Achane with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting that third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so... going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Spears. Busts through the tackle. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Levis back to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Will Anderson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Levis to throw it. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone. And that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
This is taken at the 18. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run for it with Achane. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Dorsett. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of the positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Will Anderson in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Levis looking to throw. Throw here taken in by Riley, the tight end. They'll get 14, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. Here's Levis. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Brought down on the play by Chance Campbell. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Achane here. They stay on the ground. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15. And they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 190 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop in this first half. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running right, here's Achane. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devon Achane on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
That's too bad. That was a dagger in the heart, man. Try harder to block the kick. Dagger in the heart, man.
Miami's Fairbairn and the kickoff for Houston.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Escapes the defender. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First and 10, it's Levis. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And Levis going to change the play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A shot downfield for Burks. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
232 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Again, it's Achane. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And they'll get this. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And they'll give this to Achane. Shifts by him, and down to the 20 he'll go before running out of bounds. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. Have 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
18 more yards there and another first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight first downs. And they'll go right back to Pierce. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They'll move it combined 33 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A run now from Achane. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive starts with a Haskins carry and a short pickup to about the 25.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The throw to the middle taken in. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Levis will try to throw for the 2. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And they can't bring him down. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Achane. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
Now he's loose again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devon Achane, 58 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from going up by 30.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
second down. Here's Levis. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, and he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here now, a third down and 8. Back to throw, it's Levis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here. And as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Achane. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Now run by Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Achane. Oh, good move. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter. I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Well, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter. Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. A handoff here to Ogunbowale, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devon Achane, 27 yards. And
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Levis now on 1st and 10. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. With this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
A give, running right, Achane. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. Here's 2nd and 7. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. That one looks like he'll throw here. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. This is Achane. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh?
everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans, they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.